All right. So, Game Awards, right? The Game Awards 2022. And since we're speaking about God of War Ragnarok, and obviously the biggest title that comes out at the Game Awards is Game of the Year. And God of War did not win Game of the
No,
Year.
it went to
Now,
Elden Ring.
yeah, it was the Elden Ring. I did not play Elden Ring. I know nothing about Elden Ring, but I know a lot of people loved Elden Ring.
Changed the world, bro. Like Elden Ring
Yeah,
changed the world.
it
So it's
was
like,
God of War. It was God of War 2018. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So,
mm.
well, you said that changed the world too. So I'm going off of what you
I mean,
said.
yeah,
I don't know.
it did. But like Red Dead Redemption 2 came out that year, and I'm putting Red Dead over God of War easily. But it is
Did
what
it?
it is.
God of War won that year, right? Game of the
God of
Year.
War won Game of the Year, but Red Dead Redemption won everything else, which is ironic
Yeah,
because this year God of War
God of
won
War.
everything, but Elden Ring won Game of the
Yeah. Hey, so let's see what that sequel is gonna be like.
Year.
But God of War did not win Game of the Year,
Yeah.
and I guess I'm okay with that. I really don't
Yeah,
care
I
about
didn't
this
have a race
title.
at this horse. It was like God of War, Ragnarok, which I didn't enjoy that much. Elden Ring, which I didn't want to play. I was just like,
But you
whoever
did play
wins,
Elden
wins.
Ring, right?
Huh?
You did play Elden Ring.
No, I didn't play
No,
Elden
you
Ring.
didn't play it? I
No,
thought you did play it.
I watched a lot of Elden Ring because like I was on the fence for a
Okay.
little bit. I was like, at one point, I was like, okay, I'm hearing a lot of good things. Let me just check it out a little bit. And then watching a decent amount of gameplay, it confirmed that I did not want to play this game. So
Hey man, at least
yeah,
one thing is good. Is good. Your gut is consistent.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
But
but yeah, I think I might eventually give Elden Ring a try, but I have a lot of backlog to play,
yeah.
so eventually I'll get there. But the good thing about having a lot of backlog to play is that I never run out of games to play, and then there's always new ones coming out, and then I can just play those and then go back to the old ones and do that. So,
See, I want to point out what most gamers deal with is everyone has a backlog, and there's always games that you are going to get to. Heavy Rain, I've been planning on playing that game since about 2016. Still haven't done it. And every once in a while, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
about
but
like, you know what, I should play Heavy Rain. I
I don't
remember that
know
guy
what
running around
Heavy
yelling
Rain.
Jason.
I don't know what Heavy Rain is. Is a AAA title.
It's a strong double, but it was big at the
But
time on the
like my
PS3.
backlog is like mostly all like AAA PS
Well, Heavy Rain
exclusives
was a
and
very much a critically
yeah.
acclaimed, like beloved game,
Okay.
but it's
Whatever.
just
Man, I still got Spider-Man to play, Spider-Man Morales, all this
Spider-Man
other
Morales, not Miles, just Spider-Man Morales.
Morales, yo, he's Moralesing out there. Um
So you didn't play the Spider-Man? I forgot what year it is.
4?
Insomniac,
No.
and you fucking played Ragnarok. You disgust me.
Well, if Spider-Man 2 comes out, I'll definitely play Spider-Man and get to Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Morales so we can talk about it on the podcast. So,
Please do,
you know,
please do.
I eventually will, but I got to get through this goddamn wedding first, bro. It's fuck, man.
Just take it with you. Give her a controller. It'll be fine. Do the
Boy.
thing that you do that people always did with their little brothers and sisters and their cousins, where it's like, I want to play the game, and you give them the controller. It's not connected.
I did sow a seed of anime today,
Mm-hmm,
um,
mm-hmm,
with my niece,
mm-hmm.
and I got her to watch like an episode of Sailor Moon.
Okay.
So it's because they like the girly stuff.
Yeah,
So I showed her that,
Sailor Moon's
and
a good option.
they were kind of like interested. So I was
Yeah,
just like, all right, get them into that. I tried to get them to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, but they weren't having it,
yeah.
and I almost disowned them. But that's besides the
Yeah, no,
point.
hey, I know exactly how you're feeling with that. I'm a little surprised. There've been a couple. So I kind of like strategically got her to like Star Wars. I tried
Yeah.
doing that a couple times. After our last Airbender, it was not working. Like
Shit,
I
man.
tried a couple times.
Maybe
I
you'll
was
have
like,
to start with Korra.
well, that's the thing.
Maybe.
She's because there's a couple times like I've showed her a couple things of course. So like this is real cool, and then just me being stubborn, I was like, you have to watch the last Airbender first. You can't do Korra until
Nah,
you see
it's cool.
Aang's story.
So do Korra. It's gonna be like the prequel sequels type thing. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I know exactly what it's gonna be. I was
Yeah.
like, no, I don't care. This is I'm the one creating, curating this journey, and I say it's the last Airbender first, or it's nothing.
Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, that's besides the point. But
No.
Um, so I feel like the Game Awards at this point is Game of the Year and just new trailers. That's like all
Oh,
people look
you're
forward to.
insane, dude. No, absolutely not. No,
No,
no. At least
that's what.
not me. Not the things I follow. Not at all. That's not the case.
What do
Like,
you? So what do you look forward to in the Game Awards?
so best performance is huge. What's it called? I
Okay.
love role playing games, so I want to know what's the best role playing game. I want to know what's the best action game or adventure game. Best
Mhm.
fighting game goes a lot for me. Best best game obviously. Game of the year. It's like those things do matter to me, but it's so we're looking at in this sense, Aslam. Do you give a shit about the Academy Awards? No. And remember last time the Academy Awards came out, I was just like, oh, look at that. This won that. And all anyone talked about was Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And here I am caring about the awards. So here it is, Game Awards, same thing. I care about the awards, but sadly, what is everybody talking about that came out of the Game Awards?
The trailers.
No,
What?
no, the kid talking about Bill Clinton at the end of it.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, Eslam. So I don't want to shed too much light because fuck this kid.
Oh,
So
the
at
one that snuck up on stage, right?
him, where he's yeah,
Yeah.
when
So
he
so I watched it on replay.
yeah,
So I was literally like skipping people talking and then just like seeing who won, seeing trailers, and then
okay,
just kept skipping, so
yeah,
I can get through the 3 hour event.
yeah.
Um,
So the kid he sneaks up there with the team who from Elden Ring.
yeah.
They give out their speeches. They thank everyone. Everyone's happy. It's a big moment. Oh my god, they fucking won Game of the Year. And then he goes out and he says, "I'd like to nominate this award to my Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton." And then they took him off the stage.
What?
Yeah,
That makes no sense to
I
me.
know.
Well,
I
you know
know.
what? It's on you, Jeff Keighley. Get better security. So should have
Yeah,
me and Dan
immediately after
there.
Jeff Keighley tweeted that the kid got arrested, which
Good.
Kotaku, I believe, reported that wasn't true.
Oh, well, hopefully he gets arrested.
Well, they interviewed the kid and everything. They're like, "What were you doing? Were you trying to make a point? Were you trying to be anti-Semitic? Like, what was going on?" And apparently, he stayed in character and kept going. I was like, "Well, I just wanted to talk about my Orthodox rabbi," Bill. And they're like, "You know what, kid? All right, cool. Enjoy your 15 minutes, fam. Fuck you." So it's like it upsets
I,
me because I enjoy video games. The Game Awards do
yeah,
mean a lot to me, so it's just like I
yeah.
want to see this medium grow, and then you have assholes like that. So
Well, I think it's definitely growing
yeah,
with because of the phenomenal stories that are being created.
yeah,
Stuff like The Last of Us that have reverberated through whether you're a gamer or not. You've heard of The Last of Us at
and you're
least.
gonna most likely enjoy the show
Yeah,
this January.
right. You got God of War. People, it's in the ether. You have stuff like Bayonetta. You have like these huge games that kind of reverberate
Yeah.
outside of
Elden
like the
Ring,
gaming community. Elden Ring. Um,
Persona. There's, I mean, the list goes on.
yeah, exactly. So I think the medium is definitely growing and growing and growing, and
Hmm.
with the added advances in technology, in the amazing graphics, in what they can do now with these wonderful engines
Hmm.
that they produce games with, I think I don't know. You know what? I'll do a hot take. My 2 cents. In in another decade, I think gaming media will be the top form of media that we have. Before, back in the day, it was movies, right? Being on
Hmm.
the silver screen was the best things.
Hmm.
TV was looked down upon, right? We moved over, and then now TV was like the big thing, right? Getting like these multi-season shows and
Hmm.
whatever, that was the big thing. I think now
I think it's
where
social media, if anything. Now,
what's that?
I think it's social media, like the streamies and stuff like that.
Streamies?
Yeah,
The
dude.
fuck's the streamies?
Dude, get with the times, you fucking old man. Like the biggest medium right now is YouTube, the platform that you're watching
No,
this on right
obviously, yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. No, no.
So
I'm
it's like,
saying
yeah, there's the streamies where there are actual like awards for YouTube
yes,
channels and stuff like
but
that.
is YouTube how much of YouTube content is storytelling?
It's a different format of storytelling.
Sure.
Like people go there to it's not so much it's not like a one for one in the sense of you go to see the Oscars to see who wins best picture or
Hmm.
something like that. With this, it's you're going to consume content. It it could be story based, where it could be like a normal medium that's done on YouTube. It could be what we're doing right now. It could
Hmm.
be a quote unquote talk show where you want to see what's going on. So it's like it's kind of just encapsulated
Obviously,
everything.
obviously, exactly, and that's why it's the biggest medium, right? Because it
Yeah,
has everything that everyone could ever want, right?
yeah.
But take YouTube out of it because I'm talking
I don't see
about a
that going
specific.
away. Yeah.
No, no, I'm not saying YouTube is going away. I'm not saying
I don't. I'm not saying
that's
that
not
either. What I'm saying is you're saying that in 10 years it would be gaming. I think in 10 years it's still YouTube or whatever is the new version of YouTube.
But I feel like the mediums I'm talking about are separate from YouTube. Like it's
Okay.
not in the same ballpark.
Okay.
Like YouTube is gonna be YouTube forever, right?
Uh-huh.
Like you're putting out content, you're curating audiences, and it is what it is. Are gonna find the content you want by the people you want on YouTube, right? You're not gonna always find that on Netflix. You're not gonna always find that on wherever, right? And gaming, it's a hit or miss, right? It depends on who's creating the game. Sometimes you're gonna like it, sometimes you're not. Whatever. Um, I feel like TV, movies, and gaming are kind of in the same sense because it's a group. It's like these companies creating content for the masses, and it's kind of like you like it, you like it. You don't. This is the product that we made. Whereas YouTube, you have a company that hosts mass media in many different forms
Uh-huh.
that you can. So I feel like they're in two different hemispheres,
Okay.
these contents. So I feel like in my opinion, gaming, because of how interactive it is and how fast um the story quality and immersion is evolving with games like God of War, The Last of Us, um, Horizon,
Yeah.
things like that. I feel like in 10 years, we're going to be Hades, right? Hades, I'm sure, had an amazing
Oh
story
yeah.
because it
I
won
mean, the
Game of the
list
Year
goes
last
on.
year,
In terms of indies, you got
right?
like Celeste is another one. Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
So you take all that, evolve it again by 10 years, and I think that's your going to be your out of those three, like movies, TV shows, or gaming. I think you're going to get some of the best stories from gaming, and I think that's happening right now, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I
you know,
mean, I would love to see that happen. I really don't know, but
yeah.
no, I could see
Well, I'm
that
just making a
that's a
prediction.
possibility. Yeah,
Obviously, I
that's
can be 100% wrong,
yeah, but no, I
but
mean, it's not insane.
yeah.
Really, what it comes down to, it's a reality that very well could exist.
And
Mm.
I think more people are gonna start like right now. You have Idris Elba joining the Cyberpunk, um,
You
as a
freaking had Al
character.
Pacino at the Game Awards presenting an award.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I feel like you're gonna find more actors and more people stop being like
yeah,
this is not for us or this is just for the kids
yeah.
and start to
Well,
see it as a real art form and a real way of storytelling, just like they did eventually with TV, right? Because there were movie snobs, they looked down on TV, and
yeah,
then
you're just a TV actor and stuff like that.
exactly. So
Now, no,
I
go ahead.
feel like that's gonna evolve, and then you're gonna get even bigger, and not necessarily doesn't just have to be bigger, but a lot of great content coming from these actors trying to get into these projects and really,
Yeah. I mean, one of the best examples of exactly what you just said was Christopher Judge, and he said it in his speech, and he said it multiple times over the past years. Was just like when he first auditioned to do God of War 2018, he didn't know it was for a video game, and he said that if he would have known, there's a very good chance he wouldn't have even auditioned.
oh wow,
And look at him
okay,
now; it's just like that's arguably his biggest role ever.
yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
I mean, I
I
know he
still
was
love him as
from.
Teal'c.
Yeah, I was about to say I do
Teal'c,
know
that's
he's
my
from
boy.
what's it called. But yeah, no, he's that's his biggest role. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you have that with Christopher Judge, and then you have somebody like James Gunn, who I talked to
Hmm.
you guys about last week, where he's running like DC projects and stuff like that now. But he legit came from video games. Like he
Yeah.
did Lollipop Chainsaw. Like
Hmm.
he was game director on that. Now he's like one of the biggest movie directors in the world.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not all interchangeable, but you do see people who would find success in one medium or the other if they were
Yeah.
willing to cross over, and Hideo Kojima is a big part of that.
Yeah. Um.
Chris Judge also played Black Panther in Avengers game. He will def be in more stuff. Thank you, Rudy.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us and happy birthday, Henry.
Happy
The
birthday,
number
Henry.
one fan is back in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Um,
Since you or both are in the chat, quick heads up. So for this league, LWGFEGL ends this coming Sunday. Okay.
yeah.
And then next week draft time. So
Yes, 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 yes. All right. So, eh, do you want to mention any of the awards that you enjoyed being given out to certain games, or
not I don't really need to specify. Like I feel like a lot of them weren't really all that surprising. Uh,
yeah, no.
I'm sorry, Henry in the chat. Just come. I can't believe I won the league. Yeah, no, you got an award coming at the definitely tune in to next week's episode. I made sure that I already have the award set for who won what in the league, and there are a couple of new awards. So definitely stay tuned for next week's episode.
I
But
love Henry's optimism.
oh man, and here comes Rudy. I'm going to draft the shit out them bitches. Yep. Well, let's see if you actually play this year. But
Yeah. I swear to God, if he doesn't play this year, his game should be like just taken away from him
that
and
it adds to the it adds to it though. It's like these great games potentially that are pulled away that now they're just stuck in the ether and just wasted away because he won't play.
nah, fuck it.
That
We're
adds to
taking
it.
him away.
That adds to
I'm
it.
I'm gonna hack his account and
Dude,
do
last time we
trades.
played, this man picked up Biomutant because he thought it was a pretty good game. It was the fucking negatives. That game never looked good. He's the Biomutant. I might do something. Ah, fuck you.
Yeah.
But no, I think the Game Awards it was all well and good. I feel like there really wasn't anything too unexpected in terms of like who won what. From what I could remember, I was working for it. I went back. I've seen bits and pieces, so I still haven't even seen the whole thing because I've been so busy with just life.
Mhm.
But no, I mean I know God of War walked away with a lot of it, which is deserving since so many people enjoyed it. Elden Ring winning Game of the Year, that's deserved as well. It's won Game of the Year on multiple platforms, including IGN and GameSpot. I
Yeah,
believe
I saw
that's their Game of the Year as
IGN's
well.
game of year. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Elden Ring really did change the world. So it's well deserved.
By all
Definitely not
means.
games I would play. Me, I would probably still pick Sports Story if Sports Story just fucking release. I want to play it. Devolver Digital, what's up, guys? I want to play this game.
Oh, it's
But
Devolver Digital?
yeah, man.
Oh shit, I did not know that.
Yeah, dude, play Golf Story. Seriously.
My God, now that you said Devolver Digital, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Yeah, dude, Golf Story is amazing. I can't wait for Sports Story. That's definitely Game of the Year
Yeah,
if it comes out in December, like they say it
that's on
is.
the Switch, right?
Yeah,
No. Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay. All right.
yeah, definitely go for it.
I
Play it
might
right
take
now.
it
I'll
to
wait. I'll
Dubai with
watch it.
me.
I'll watch it.
I'll just take it to Dubai with me.
But nah, man. But Game Awards, I thought overall it wasn't a bad show. Keeley's definitely improving. The Game Awards are getting better every year. There's no
Yeah.
denying that. So I
I
can't wait
mean,
to see next year.
honestly, I think it looked better than like some of the other awards
Yeah, dude, he
visually.
went
Yeah.
all out. Like Keeley goes hard for this, and he's
Yeah.
the Keeley verse
Still needs
is
to get a
growing.
better fucking outfit.
So I want to
Like
point something
what are
out.
those people called? What are those people called?
A
Like
stylist, I don't know.
yes, stylist. He needs to get a better stylist.
So I want to point something out. So one of the so when after I kind of saw the end of the awards after I got home from work and I would go back the past couple days and try to watch stuff, I did watch the beginning of it through another
Mhm.
group, like their reaction to the Game Awards, so
Yeah.
that way I could kind of listen to what their reactions are. I'd be like, oh, something big's happening. Let me check it out. The very first thing, Keeley comes out, and the one person legit says, "Man, still styling like always. Like he still looks good. Look at his sneaker game, looks amazing." And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Make a mental note. You have to tell Eslam people actually like Keeley's clothing."
I
I've
guess,
never
man.
noticed it. I know you always have to freaking. I feel like you just pause a bit. Like, let me just check out his sneakers. You have to always look at what he's wearing on his
No,
feet.
I mean like the zoom outs and stuff like that. You can like especially if, so he was wearing a black suit, I think like a velvet jacket, and then he had white sneakers. So the contrast just pops, like it catches the eye. So I don't know. Yes, I've seen people wear sneakers with Sneakers with shoes. Sneakers with suits. It's always weird to me. And people do style it. They wear like
Those are supposed to be
very
comfortable.
fancy sneakers. No, it's a style.
Yeah.
They wear like these fancy Jordans and stuff like that with certain suits and shit like
Yeah.
that. I just think it looks weird, and that's just me. It is what it is. It's
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Keely can show up naked on that stage. I won't notice.
yeah,
I
I
won't
guess,
notice.
but yeah, no,
Last thing I'm paying
I
attention to
didn't
with the Game
like
Awards
him.
is people's clothes. But that's me.
Nah, he's great, man. I love his enthusiasm.
And his love for
So
Hideo Kojima.
yeah,
Man has an obsession.
dude, when he was announcing Death Stranding 2, you saw the twinkle in his eye. I
Yeah.
was like, God damn, bro.
Yeah.
And
I hope he's in this game too.
Hideo doesn't just doesn't. He's like so
Hideo's
cool
just
about it.
It's weird. Hideo is like one of those like weird eccentric people, but who's
Yeah,
also like the most normal person in the world.
yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
he's too normal in a sense. It's
He's
weird, but
probably on the spectrum a little bit.
I don't know, man. He's weird. And then it's just like, yeah, every once in a while you look at his Twitter, he's just like, yeah, I'm just hanging out with Jordan Peele and Guillermo del Toro. And then here's another one. It's
Does he
like,
just
hey,
walk around with a translator then?
I think so. You know, he has like a really big podcast that's come out where it's just like there's the Japanese version and the English version, who somebody just translates what he's saying into a
Oh,
podcast.
interesting. Okay.
But yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
trust that thin mustache.
some of the biggest podcasts, they dub their podcasts
Yeah.
in other languages so other people can see it. Mr. Beast does that. He's
Yeah.
I think one of the first one that started doing that.
Yeah, yeah, on YouTube where he has different
Yeah.
people.
All
dub his stuff.
right. So should we jump into some of the trailers
Let's do
from
it.
the Game Awards?
Let's do
it. Which one do you want to do first?
I don't. You surprise me.
Okay.
Surprise me. I want to be surprised.
I'll surprise you. My God, I will surprise you. I will surprise. Sorry.
Okay, you lost me, but you want me back with that one. You want me back. I'm trying to think of the next lyrics, but I don't know if you're going to start up soon, so I don't want to interrupt. If you have
No,
to
go
think
for
about
it. It's playing a
Okay, so it's I will
advertising.
surprise. Oh, as long as I know how to find a hiding spot. No, give me a second. Give me a second, because I'm thinking of a surprise party.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as I know how to hide, I know I'll give you shock. Yeah, I'll surprise. How's that?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
How's that?
I dig it. I dig it. Teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork. While I load up this fucking video. Teamwork.
Still going.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
All right.
I picked this video because, I just want to shout out the late and great Kevin Conroy.
Absolutely.
So we're going to watch Suicide Kills the Justice League. So let's go.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. What did I say? Suicide Kills the Justice League?
Very game. Sorry you're driving, Henry.
We gotta keep looking.
But yeah.
All right, Flash is clear. Keep your eyes on him, people. Somebody find the back entrance.
Best dirty movie I ever saw. Oh, crap!
This door will not hold. We must barricade it.
You know who the voice of
Yeah,
King Shark
stay
is?
here, pal.
Was that?
Do you know who the voice of
Door
King
will
Shark is?
not hold.
Who?
We must
Samoa
barricade
Joe, the wrestler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay here, pal.
I love how the life size cutout of Batman scared the shit out of her.
Yeah. I know that's Flash, but for a second I thought it was
I
Deadpool.
spent a lot of
What
time
the fuck's he doing here?
how I was gonna kill you with it. You're mine now, and you're in for a world of.
That was a finger, right?
Shit!
I guess.
I think he cut off a finger by accident.
Oh, hey guys. Oh, we were just having a
I
little.
said, shh. You hear that?
Hey, Bruce.
I love how everybody just fucking knows his identity now. Like, what the fuck?
Well, this is in the Arkhamverse,
Yeah.
so it's like, remember that was the big reveal at the end. They revealed
Batman doesn't kill
he's
people.
Bruce Wayne.
Are you okay?
Why'd the lights turn red?
Because it's Batman. Let me turn off this closed caption.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
I love how you hear the people pop as soon as they
Yeah.
recognize his voice.
As soon as he says the most
I am
iconic
Batman.
one-liner of all time, yeah.
Yeah.
So this wasn't a game trailer by Rocksteady. This is just it's honestly just a tribute to Kevin Conroy. We haven't seen gameplay yet. 100% right, if I'm not mistaken. For
We've
this
seen
game?
gameplay. Yeah,
We
we've
have?
seen gameplay. Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't seen gameplay yet. So
Mhm.
this is a game I picked up for this year that got delayed till 2023. So yeah, we'll
I think I remember making fun of you for that, saying there's no way that's coming out this year.
probably, yeah. I'm sure you did.
Sounds about right.
I
Sounds
think you
about
did that for a lot of my games, but
Yeah.
hey, you know
What
what?
do
You
I
know,
know?
you
What
know
do
the
I
one I'm
know?
most happy about?
What's that?
Lord of the Rings Gollum. Fuck yeah, that got delayed till next year. Let's go.
The fact that you're not happy about like having like a really high score for like
Nope.
Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West. No, you're happy that one of your games got delayed. That's counterpick that you can't even drop. Like,
I know, but if that game came out, it would have been a fucking chocobo situation.
watch that win Game of the Year next year.
What? Lord of the Rings Gollum?
Watch it win that.
That would be. You
Get
know
that
what?
first- I dare you to pick it up first pick. in the league.
Nah, fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. But I hope this game turns out good. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I believe this is Kevin Conroy's last
Yeah.
last performance.
Do you
as
think-
Batman.
Do you think that's gonna be like just sentimental wise? If they're gonna make it like people are just gonna review it better, or
I don't know. I think, to be perfectly honest, I looked at gameplay in the game. It doesn't look appealing to me.
Mhm.
But that's just my opinion.
okay?
So I don't know. But maybe that will give it points. Be like, hey, Kevin Conroy. They'll be like, he gives a great performance, this, that, and the other. But he's not one of the main characters, so you really can't base it off him. You would have to base it off the
That is
squad
very
itself.
true. Yeah, he's
So-
not a main character.
So I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Next game trailer that so we didn't obviously we're not doing all the game trailers. We picked a couple.
Yeah, just pick a few.
So this one is Earthblade. For some reason, you wanted to do this game, Dan. So I want to
Yes.
see why.
Right there. That is why.
I've
you
never
hear the
heard
people
of
pop.
Celeste.
You hear the people pop.
I remember seeing this game.
Yeah. So, Celeste, indie
Yeah.
game that kind of surprised everyone, was a Game of the Year contender just a few years ago, and it was like this indie game just took the world by storm. Amazing gameplay,
Uh-huh.
some of the best soundtrack, some of the best music I've ever heard, some of the best music ever released in a video game.
Okay.
in Celeste, and it's all platforming, right?
Yeah.
And it's just phenomenal. I actually went back and replayed the game this year, from beginning to end. And basically, it's the same team that did that. It's the same style. It looks exactly the same. It looks like this. The only difference is this time there's combat involved. There was no combat in Celeste.
It was kind of just like going through the maze.
Yep, just platforming and trying to reach the thing, and there would be like extra levels where you could get extra collectibles and stuff like that. And then like you would with remember cassettes back in the day where they would have a B-side?
Uh-huh.
You could unlock B-side levels where you would have different remixes of the song that would play, and then it would be like a slightly different version or a harder version of a level that's now on the B-side. So it's
Yeah.
like, it was really innovative. It was really cool the way they did it. And the game was like about mental health of all things.
Oh, interesting.
So it's I mean, Celeste is on everything. I believe it's on Game Pass. If anybody who hasn't played Celeste, I highly recommend it. One of the best games. I still listen to the soundtrack on Spotify. That's how
Nice.
good it is. So Earthblade looks the same. Now there's combat involved. Comes out 2024. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. When I first played Celeste, I did play it on the Switch.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, both times I played it on Switch, and just a phenomenal, phenomenal game.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll give it a try one day, but I mean, I can't promise you. It's got so much.
Oh, yeah.
But um, I don't think I've ever been super into platformers.
Mhm.
I think the only platformer that I really played was Contra, and
Wow. Okay.
that is really old. So, um, but yeah, that was about it. I mean, or Super Mario
Yeah.
Brothers,
Well, that's a given.
yeah,
But
but
yeah, Rudy is
the
saying
other
that
one,
Celeste's a great game. Never finish it. Seriously, go back and finish it, dude. It's phenomenal.
yeah, man. Um, all right, so I guess I'll put that on my list for the LWGF EGL 2024. Earthblade. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, let's jump into the next trailer.
I'm just trying to figure out if you're gonna remember that you said that or not, or you're gonna try to pick it up next week.
What?
I'm just curious to see if you're gonna try to pick that up next week.
No, I said 2024.
I know what you said.
Oh, you think I'm just gonna forget?
Yeah. I'd be like,
Yeah,
there was that
but
game
I
that you
I
said was
have a
good.
list, so I'm just gonna go off the list
Okay.
I made.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
So,
No, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. It's cool.
okay. I mean, I won't pick it up because it's not coming out for another year. So,
Yeah, no.
unless
Absolutely.
it gets,
Yeah.
delayed. So
Yeah.
there's always that.
Shit.
Next up is
It's
Judas from the makers of
My only
BioShock.
way out of here
Ken Levine,
is
right?
with
I always forget
woman
his first name.
bad.
Yeah, something like that. Never played BioShock, so I don't know much about this franchise or the style of game.
Yeah, it looks a lot like it too.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot like Bioshock. Bioshock, I only tried a little bit here and there. I never really messed with it. The older I get, I realize I can't do first-person games.
Yeah, I've never been into I think I've said it before, like the only
Just like it
first
in
person,
driving.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of it in when it's a person.
People say I have this coming. And you know what? They're right.
So that's you can tell by people's reaction. That's a big deal. Probably
Yeah.
not something I'm really going to mess with, to be honest. But simply because of who's attached to it, that's enough. Because Bioshock is such a beloved franchise. Not necessarily my bag. Like I said, I tried it. I want to say it's all on Game Pass now for anybody who wants to try out Bioshock. I even think they have like the updated, like remastered versions. But this being, I feel like I'm saying the wrong name, but Ken Levine. This being a game made by him, the creator of Bioshock, that's something that
Mhm.
right there alone, so many people love that franchise. There's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna have eyes on this game, and this game looks a lot like Bioshock, just a more up to date version of it with what's going on, and it's a crazy story in Bioshock where there's different stuff going on. There's like this underwater
I
like
was gonna ask
world.
about that
Yeah, this one looks
because
like it's taking place in space. It's crazy.
I mean, I can't even begin to try to guess what the fuck the story's about. Like,
Exactly. It's out there. But it's
you know
like
what
it's
I
very
mean? But
innovative, it's very interesting, it's very fun. And it makes you think a lot too.
that's good.
So it's that I mean that's BioShock. I'm sure Judas is going to be the same. So definitely keep an eye out for that for when it does come out because it's going to be big.
Um, Speaking of Idris Elba, earlier
We weren't,
joining.
but okay.
Yeah, we were speaking.
No,
of
I'm just
him.
saying. Like earlier we did. Like right now, it was like we were just talking
That's
about
what I
Judas.
said. I said earlier.
I got you, man. I got you.
I mean, if you didn't cut me off halfway through my sentence,
I
you
heard
would
you
have heard
say
me.
earlier. I heard you say
Yeah.
earlier. I'm just saying it's this like that was like an hour ago, bro.
No, it wasn't. So we've only been talking for an hour.
Oh man. I'm gonna start doing that. Well, speaking of sushi, like, bro, we can talk about sushi for 6 months. We did though, at some point.
Whatever, man.
How many times you willing to get burned before you stop trusting someone? How many times you gotta take a bullet for these motherfuckers in the name of empty promises?
Sounds very familiar.
Politicians, military runners, intelligence operatives, all the rotten fish in one fucking barrel, this dog town. Tell me you've got a plan.
Not a plan. A man. If there's anyone we can trust now, it's him.
Solomon Reed, FIA.
So, what do we do now?
Dogtown. Burn it to the ground's what we'll do. It's a simple choice. Them or us. Peace comes at a price. Someone's always got to pay.
So now Cyberpunk 2077.
Albert here, and I just want to let you know how excited I am to play NUSA Agent Solomon Reed in Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Can't wait for you guys to meet Reed when Phantom Liberty releases in 2023. See you in Night City.
So now Cyberpunk 2077 has two huge actors tied to the game. Idris Elba, obviously, newcomer, and then the person who started with the game, Keanu Reeves.
Yep, Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
play this game, even though I bought it. Like, I pre-ordered it. Got the metal case for it. I forget what it's called.
The steel box. I'm sorry.
Steel box. Thank you. I got the steel box for it, and the game's still in the wrapper. Haven't played it yet, but
Yeah, I still highly recommend you don't play that PS4 version of it. Like,
no, I'm gonna wait until I get the PS5 and just
Yeah.
stick it in there and get the upgrade and play it there. But
I mean, I wouldn't use that disc.
no, okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you want, you could, but like, I wouldn't recommend that. Like, get the PS5 version of it when you do decide to get it.
Damn, I don't know if I'm gonna pay for it twice.
Okay, then it's gone. It's lost to you. Like,
Oh well.
Yeah,
oh
I mean,
well.
because it's like at this point, I don't know if the PS4 disc version is gonna be good enough. Like, I know
But
they've done
isn't-
a lot to fix it, but it's like we're hitting a point where it's just like, there you go. Rudy
I
has a
thought
PS5 if you need it.
They have don't they have like free upgrades?
Yeah, but it's like they're going to be putting a lot more work into the more modern day console than they will into it. Like, I feel like they'll fix the PS4 version up to a point. Like, this is very common in games, and they
No,
won't.
so like when I put it in an opt-in for the free upgrade, don't I get the PS5 version or no?
Since you have it on
Does not-
disc, I don't think that's a possibility.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Either way, I'm not
I
paying
would
for
look
it
into
again.
it. Yeah, I would look into it just to be sure.
See what happens when I get around to it. Who knows if it'll even matter at that point? But
That's my heavy
you know.
rain.
Yeah, I might have a lot of those. But let's jump into Armored Core and see what that's all about. Another franchise I never heard of. You were telling me this is a franchise that's making a comeback. So
Yeah, this game's a big deal.
you saw that? You saw that? See how excited he is?
Global announcement.
Like you hear
He
it in his
knows. He
voice.
knows.
Like his voice shook. That's wild.
Keeley, if you pay attention to Keeley, he does this stuff. Whenever he's about to reveal something that's really big, he's like shaking with excitement. Like, that's a regular thing
It's
for him.
so wild.
Always pay attention, because like people call that out. Like, if you're watching other people react to the Game Awards, like live or whatever,
Yeah.
they do that. I was like, oh fuck, did you see Keeley? Something big's about to happen.
Dude, like his voice here when he's like something big, it's like his voice shakes. That's wild.
He does that, or he'll like do some type of like condescending, like, I'm about to give you some real shit. Like, get ready. Like, it's like he does different things. Where like, oh man, dude, Keeley's a gamer at the end of the day.
Nah,
So it's like
it's
he knows,
fantastic. I love his enthusiasm.
This global announcement.
Like right there, he's almost out of breath. Oh shit, Bandai Namco.
Like people already like they're just feeling because there's been like kind of like rumblings of this.
When I saw this game, when I was like watching the Game Awards a couple of days ago, it reminded me of this like PSP game that came out, and I don't know if it's the same thing, but I doubt it. But whereas this mech thing, also where you kind of build your own mech, you fight it, and sometimes you can set an AI to use your mech to fight your battles for you. But yeah, I was kind of
I'm
just
not gonna,
confused. Go
yeah,
for it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know Armored Core. Like I know
Okay.
of the franchise. I never messed with it. You know how I am with mechs in general and just
Yeah, that's
robots.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. But I know that it does have like a it for the longest time I always thought of it just being like a niche like audience like where like
Okay.
it had its fans, but like over the years I'm starting to hear more and more people talk about, man, they want more Armored Core, it's been too long, we need more. So it's like I know people do enjoy it. Apparently I didn't know it was as beloved as it is. And now
Yeah.
with the with the team who made Elden Ring and did Sekiro, who won Game of the Year just a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
like they're the team doing this. So it's like people are just expecting the world from software. Listen to that reaction.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a lot of lag on my end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good for you.
It's so far on my end is playing normally.
It might just be my end.
(2023). Now, it doesn't even say when in 2023 or like fall, spring, winter, whatever. And by you saying it's the same team that did Elden Ring, who they also just dropped a DLC for Elden Ring, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, either it's about to drop or they just announced it, something along those
Yeah.
lines. Yeah.
I don't know if this game is actually going to come out in 2023.
Look at you. Look at you paying attention to the details. I'm proud of you, man. This is
Yeah.
why you were in second place for most of the year this year in the LWTF.
Yes. Oh, fuck you. But yeah, so it is. Yeah,
That's a
I
solid
mean,
point. That's a
it
solid
looks
point.
interesting. Maybe it will come out. Maybe it'll pull River City Girls, and come out literally a week before the year ends.
Yeah.
But it you never know. You never know. But this looks like it could be a huge game. Visually, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And this is cinematic. We got to see. I don't think that was gameplay. When the robots were fighting, it looked still cinematic, but
Yeah, I don't even know if it's in engine, to be honest with you.
oh yeah, okay.
I mean, if they're claiming it's 2023, I would assume so.
Yeah.
But I can't 100% confirm that. But yeah, man, if it does hit, I feel like it's gonna
be big.
It's gonna be big. I mean, they did announce that it's gonna play like an Armored Core game. It's not gonna play like a Souls game. You know, like Elden Ring and all the other stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be a good thing for people because people do love the Souls style so much now. I don't know if that's something that's going to work against it, or people who do like the Armored Core franchise are going to be welcome that it plays more like the true Armored Core game. But only time will tell. And like you said, it may or may not come out in 2023. We'll see.
100%. Yeah, let's jump into Jeff Keighley's favorite game sequel from his favorite person on earth.
You got it.
Death Stranding 2. Let's go. So I remember you telling me about this game. I remember Rusty telling me about this game. Um, I remember some details about it, but now this kind of looks weird,
Oh yeah, no,
even
that's
weirder.
yeah. It has to look weird, or else it ain't a Kojima game, man.
Yeah, and he talked a little bit about it at the end of the after the trailer played. He came out. He spoke a little bit about the game and how he had a script before the pandemic, and then after going through the pandemic, he ended up rewriting the whole script and making it
Because
a
basically he
different
wrote the
game.
pandemic. He's like, I don't want to write the future again.
Yeah, so I mean, jeez.
So one fun fact I want to point out: do you hear the person singing?
Do I know?
Do you hear him?
I do hear him.
That is the voice of Joel from The Last of Us, because he's in this game too.
Oh, fuck, I forgot his name.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, yes.
Yeah. Who's also going to be in The Last of Us show?
Yes, he is. Him and the actress who also voices Ellie. I forgot her name too. There you go.
I could be mistaken, but that might have been Troy Baker's character right there with the gun in the hood.
Yeah, but why was there a baby in her nose?
Well, I believe that's the same thing, where it's like the BB that used to be in the outer umbilical thing from the previous game.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Bro, Death Stranding makes no fucking sense as well.
Why has baby got wings?
Why wouldn't it?
Also, there was an octopus at the end.
Yeah.
So.
Because of the ink that it's coming from their eyes and stuff.
It's okay.
I didn't play the first game.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, then
Oh.
it was Rusty that.
Yeah, I know of the game.
You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it'll weigh you down like an anchor.
Is that all ink or is that just water?
I think that's a fucking Reaper.
Come meet my crew, Sam.
Don't go, Sam. Her voice sounded like one of those robots.
It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
Damn.
It wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation.
Oh yeah, this shit too.
So let love warm you
That's Troy Baker's character.
till the morning.
Yeah, I guess he wears a mask now. The game is so beautiful you want to like it. That's a quote from Rudy.
Yeah, see this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why is there an octopus baby, Kojima?
Why wouldn't there be, you know? You're asking the wrong questions.
Why is
Instead
there
of
a
asking
goddamn
why is there, you have to
octopus
ask why
baby?
is it, you know?
Gosh darn it, Kojima.
Hey man, you just experience it. You don't question it, you know?
I question everything, sir. I question everything.
And how's that worked out for you, you know? You happy
Working
with
out
yourself?
great, actually.
You're
Yeah,
happy with yourself?
I'm
Look at
ecstatic
your
with
toe. It's
myself.
one big crystal.
Well, that's genetics, so I can't question genetics. I have no control over that. But let's jump into this next game. Now, I wanted to put this on our list because I thought it looked very interesting. It seemed like it's going to have an interesting storyline. I think they showed a little bit of gameplay. But yeah, let's just jump in and we can talk
Published
about
by Focus Entertainment.
it. This game is called Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden.
Don't nod. Okay, this is the Don't Nod game.
Yeah.
So, you're a banisher, eh?
Also, doesn't that dude
You
look
want
like Disco a little bit?
ghosts, right?
I hate you. I hate you. That's all I'm gonna see now.
It's Disco in a video game.
That's why he's not on the podcast this week.
Yeah, he was too busy doing this shit.
He was doing mocap for this game.
Yes. But I've never seen a ghost myself. But they are real, right?
It's the hair and the beard.
Just do a close up on him. My child will have.
So what?
He is
You
gonna
tracking to
speak in a
kill him?
little bit.
Is that it?
That'd be funny if he starts like doing Disco's manners, like ha ha ha.
We banish them.
Just pulls a jar of peanut butter from off screen. It's insane how much that looks like Disco. That's crazy.
You're a good hunt, then. It takes a brave man to walk these wilds alone.
I'm not alone.
A bone walker.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So
it looked interesting to me. I just and what's looking interesting to me is the story, like of the what is a banisher, what's with the ghosts,
Yeah.
why are the ghosts this way in this world, and those are the questions that came to my mind, and that's what I want to know more about.
no, the
Also,
thing
he
is,
had a musket.
yeah.
So,
The whole thing, I popped for Don't Nod. The moment I saw it said it's Don't Nod, and you even see Rudy in the chat, he's shouting
Yeah.
Don't Nod. This is the team that does one of our favorite franchises. They've taken over the Life is Strange franchise. And they started with Life is Strange Before the Storm, and then they did Life is Strange 3. I forgot the actual term for it. Rudy, if you're still listening, you can type it in. But True Colors, never mind, beat you to it, Rudy. So Life is Strange True Colors and Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Okay.
Life is Strange is one of like the best like narrative written games in my opinion. Like I love it. Think of it like you remember like the Telltale games.
yeah.
So it's like Telltale, but it runs good. Like that's like that's like
But
what
it
Don't
runs
Nod
good.
does. Yeah.
Okay.
So in Life is Strange, the 2 games, there's 4 Life is Strange games in total. They did 2 of them. The 2 they did are great. The other team they did great as well. But Life is Strange doesn't have combat. And at the end of this trailer, you can clearly see that there is combat in it. So
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how they do combat in a video game.
Yeah. Okay.
Granted, it's a video game studio. I'm sure they're more than capable of doing it. But like the walking around and the quality of how everything looks and everything, that is Don't Nod. Like it looks quality. Like Telltale doesn't look this good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't Nod does. So it's like they usually do that type of narrative game. But it looks like this time they're venturing into something that's maybe a little bit more action focused. So I can't tell. I can't wait to see what they do with that. Putting Disco in a Don't Nod game is something I'm very much looking forward to.
Yeah, 100%. Look at him. He got a musket. He has a saber. He has that torch in the back right there. So, I mean, that's definitely Disco. I feel like that's what he carries around with him all the time
100%.
also right
Just
now.
put a slingshot in his hand, you're good to go.
Damn straight. Like, it's we're good to go.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but I don't know. It stood out to me. The concept seemed interesting. Like I said, yeah, the concept seemed interesting. The visuals seem interesting. I like ghosts. I like to see how they are portrayed, the story behind them, their abilities, why they're that way. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things to answer for this game, and I'm looking forward to it. Definitely not coming out in 2023 though. So
It said end of 2023, maybe.
Oh yeah, it could be. I didn't see the end of 2023 part, but yeah, I guess it could be coming out if it doesn't get delayed. But they did show a tiny bit of gameplay, so hopefully that was an engine. But let's jump into this.
To safety.
I'm not going without you.
I'm going to hold the enemy
while you make your escape.
Final Fantasy 16.
So fuck that chocobo.
What happened?
He said fuck that chocobo.
Joshua!
Creative Business Unit number 3. One of those powerful things.
Revenge is a weapon.
This game looks so fucking epic. It's insane.
I've never played Final Fantasy game,
sometimes
so I don't know.
if I am controlling it.
There's Henry.
It's
Yeah.
controlling me.
This looks sick.
Yeah, visually it looks amazing.
Okay, Henry's not speaking in tongues. That's not okay.
What happened?
Henry is not speaking in tongues. It's okay, Eslam.
How better the truth that awaits me. I will press on.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember, Henry. Thank you. I don't know if it's Ifrit or Ifrit. I think it's Ifrit.
I wanted to ask about that.
What do we do?
The usual. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I won't be dying today.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Ifrit. There you go.
So is that the monster right there?
Yeah, he's like the fire summon.
Okay. Which makes sense.
Shiva's the ice. The other ones I'm still not familiar with. I'm not the biggest into Final Fantasy. I'm still fairly new. Henry definitely knows it much more better than I do.
Yeah.
I'm still 22nd, 2023. Interesting. 22nd.
So when I heard that the first time, I was like, oh, they're using an Arabic word. That's interesting. Which I wanted to ask about, if that was the monster. So in Arabic, afrit is a word for like a monster, a ghost,
Interesting.
like something otherworldly that's like bad.
Okay. I could definitely see some parallels there then, if that's the case.
Ifrit, yeah. So I think they derived, or that's just how it's spelled in English, and that's how they're pronouncing it. But I think it is the same word, so which makes sense because he calls it's a monster.
Yeah, it's a summon.
Which is pretty cool, huh? That's interesting.
So the summons are like, and Henry, I know you're in there. I guess if you can correct me quickly. As far as I know, the summons they existed in the Final Fantasy games. This game in particular, it looks like there's like a main story based around them. God damn it, Rudy. That's a fucking AEW fan vote. Put it in the chat, please. Like, put it on the screens for the people to see. Us love. Oh man, but yeah, the summons they were part of Final Fantasy and stuff like that. It looks like this game. Henry eats corn the long way. We saw that in AEW where they somebody said that to somebody, and Rudy was watching the show and he was talking to me over the phone, and somebody was holding up a sign that said Sean Spears eats corn the long way. It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But anyway, so this game looks insane. I've only ever really messed with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I did a little bit of the original Final Fantasy VII, and I've done a little bit of Final Fantasy X. So I'm not that familiar. Now, this game in particular, this Final Fantasy 16 is the same team that did Final Fantasy 14, which people love, and that's like the online, like, I think it won I could be wrong, I think it won the award for best like ongoing game this year, or at the very least I know it was nominated. And people just love Final Fantasy 14. They keep going back to it. It's the big online game now. So that same team made this game. So the fact that it's that team working on it, people are expecting a lot out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Henry said it, pretty much what I was saying. The monsters you see, the summons, they are in every Final Fantasy game. But I don't know if they ever played like a major role in terms of story, like they do in this game. It looks like. But yeah,
Okay,
in this
that's
game looks
great.
like you've done the same. So yeah, I definitely want to try this one. Final Fantasy 16 looks amazing. I can't wait to try it out.
Nice. I don't
15
know if
wasn't
I'm
my
gonna be.
bag.
I don't know if I'm gonna even bother with this game. Um, but maybe I'll give it a try. But I saved, in my opinion, the best for last. The game I was most looking forward to, and that is Star Wars Jedi
Oh,
Survivor.
okay. I was about to say, what is it?
After playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I fell in love with that game, with the story, Cal Kestis, and BB-8. No, that's not. Yeah, no,
No,
not BB-8.
BB-8's from The Force
The
Awakens.
ball one. Which one is this one?
I don't fucking know his name.
Whatever. All of it was great, and I can't wait to see the continuation of this game. And it's coming out this year, man, and I really hope it doesn't get delayed. And yeah, fucking excited.
Who is this?
Yeah.
That's the mystery, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna do Crash Rumble already.
Yeah, this is the last trailer we're doing.
BD1, you got it.
Thank you.
The order is gone.
I'm mad he wrote that like
I was betrayed
a formula.
by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
I love the new Force abilities. I also love that they combine stuff from the new movies into this game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jedi. Remind
Solid point, Rudy.
here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Here we go.
I feel like
Go,
for
baby.
Star Killer though, they would have to get rid of the prizes rule. That man's in
Yeah.
grown stronger.
Like this, it's coming up here when he stops the laser shots.
The Joker. He catches him.
The Jedi is a threat. Now that we have this,
Right here.
as long as we fight.
That's obviously from the sequels.
Yeah. Kylo Ren.
Yeah, and then again his blade right here. You know.
Yep.
That little.
Survives.
The hilt. Yeah, for anybody just listening to the podcast version of this, definitely go on the YouTube version and check it out. So you can watch this with us because it's a lot of cool shit for all these different videos.
First of all, the visuals on this game looks so much better than the last game. Obviously, it's upgraded, right? They are showing that they evolved the fighting mechanics. They are showing that they have evolved the force abilities, and they are showing that they have drawn inspiration from the sequel series with the stopping the lasers and the tracks with the force, and and then Kylo Ren's blade with the ejecting like the extra energy from the sides. Which is really cool. Now, the character that just came out now, Rudy says he's hoping that it is Star Killer. And I think Dan's right. If it is Star Killer, then the actor would have to reprise his role. But I think they show the same guy again later on in the trailer towards the end.
Without the mask and the shorter hair, I think that is him. I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same actor. It's his name's Sam Witwer. I did remember it. But it would be nice to see him since that. But man's he was in Days Gone. Like he's the main character in Days Gone, the same actor. Like he's in every video game you think of. Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would That would be cool if they do at some point bring in like the Star Killer character. I'm not the biggest fan of Force Unleashed, but I mean I know it's a
I've
very
never played Force Unleashed, but my first Star Wars game was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and my God, was it phenomenal! And I can't wait for the sequel, bro. It is my most anticipated game, even more than Legend of Zelda.
wow.
So
Wow, and you
yeah,
like Legend of Zelda a lot.
I loved Legend of Zelda, but I love this one more.
Wow.
Um, just because using the Force in the game it felt like using
It
the
felt right.
Force. It
Yeah.
was so great, and especially now that this game is coming out and is going to be with the dual sense controller with the haptics, using the Force is going to be even fucking better, and I can't wait.
It's gonna feel
That
incredible. I didn't even think about that with the haptic controls. But
so
well,
yeah,
I hope they do a lot with the haptic controls because remember, this is not just PlayStation, so that's like
that
extra
is
work
true. Oh
on their
fuck yeah.
end to develop it for
For some reason,
PlayStation.
I thought it was a PlayStation exclusive. I
Yeah, no,
forgot that I played
this
it
is
on the
everywhere.
Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah, this is because it's EA.
Okay.
I believe it's Respawn, but yeah, that's a good joke. The DualSense, but
Yeah. What is it? Did I say it wrong?
no, because dual wielding,
Oh,
DualSense.
okay.
At least that's the joke I think he's implying.
Um,
Yeah,
Limited Run
but
has a collector's
also
edition with a
dual with an
custom
E.
hilt.
But
Only like 1,500 being. I want to get that. I wanted to get that. The collector's edition because I want to get the hilt, which would be really cool. I'll see if I can scoop it up, but if not, oh well.
But no, Jedi Survivor looks incredible. I hope it lives up to the hype. And it says it's coming out March. I
Mhm.
do fully expect them to hit that date. You heard it
Do you?
here. I do fully expect them to hit that date. If not,
Okay.
I don't think they would delay it that far back.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah, my most anticipated game of 2023. So I'm super fucking excited about this game. I can't wait, man. I'm so fucking pumped. Let's go. Fuck, I can't wait
I
to
want
see
to play sports
Disco's
though.
game. I can't wait for Disco's game. That's gonna be a lot of fun too.
What's it called?
Banishers,
There you go. You got it.
Ghosts of Eden or some shit like that.
Ghost of Eden.